from Macquarie. If you follow us recently, there's a 𝗕𝗓𝗚𝗚𝗓𝗏 as well. You know 𝗕𝗓𝗚, right?
Yeah, I know 𝗕𝗓𝗚.
Yeah, she also from Macquarie. She done master of what's called Master of Environmental Science. Within one day, she got 2 jobs.
I know
crazy
𝗕𝗓𝗚. Yeah,
stuff,
I have seen her last class as well. Like
yeah,
last
so,
course. Yeah.
yeah, she was very happy, and yeah, happy for her too. Okay, let's start. Good evening, guys. This is Leo here, CEO and founder of 𝗨𝗡𝗚𝗚 Educations. Welcome to another 𝗨𝗚𝗚 podcast. And today I have here with me Mr. Rakib, a student of our job coaching program, who have recently landed a very good internship for his mechanical engineering field. And the reason why I'm bringing him on today, because I want him to share with you his experience, his journey with our program, what was his lessons, his takeaways, that maybe you can learn from him, that it might help you in your job hunting journey, because it's going to be a tough and difficult one ahead. So, but first of all, thank you for joining us, Rakib.
Thanks, Leo. Thanks everyone to watch this.
Okay, Rakib, for those who do not know about you, in about 4 or 5 sentences, can you quickly explain what do you study, which uni you go to, and what is your background like?
My name is Sulaiman. I'm from Bangladesh. I'm studying in Macquarie University, currently doing my honors in mechanical engineering. So I'm currently at my last semester, and I was looking for an internship so that I can gain local experience to land up in a job as soon as I graduate.
Got you. And when are you going to graduate from Macquarie?
In the next 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks.
Wow, no, not very far, huh? Not very far. Okay. And what a challenging time to be graduating in, isn't it? During the COVID, it's something challenging but interesting.
Yes, it was. For the last 2 years, it was everything online, and things has changed drastically. Like all the practical stuffs went through, like we had to work everything out through simulation instead of doing the practical labs. So it was a hard time, but eventually I have learned a lot how to deal with like practically as well as like in this like type of situation.
Good. And I think we all have to adapt with the changes. So walk us through, when did we first meet, Rakib? Like when did you first talk to us, reach out to us? When was that? It's been a while. So when was that, and what happened at that time? So
I was actually scrolling Facebook, and I saw this 𝗨𝗚𝗚𝗚 education, and like this comes up, and then like I read the description. I felt like this guy is saying something, and how do I trust him? Like, where is he from? Like, just an interest, like, where is he from? Then I just saved the number at night, and in the morning, I guess not in the morning, afternoon, I made this call, and I was driving as well. I was speaking to you at the same time, like, okay, how will you work it out?
Okay. So it's thanks to the power of Facebook, huh? Facebook is powerful. It does a good job at introducing us to you, isn't it? Can you hear me, Rakib? Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Is the internet okay, or?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you for some reason.
You can't hear me. Because I can hear you very well, actually. Hello.
Hi, Leo, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
This is good. Like the headphone was like out of like it is in charge, but it's some. Sorry, man, I messed up.
Don't worry, man. We technical errors. That's fine. Happens. No problem. Okay, so I was saying that it was good that Facebook actually introduced us to you. It was good. It did a good job.
It did. It did a great job, actually. Like otherwise, I wouldn't have known you.
Okay, good stuff. So tell us now at that time, what made you reach out to us? Because obviously you were still studying, you haven't finished your study yet, but you already thought in advance of your career, which is something most people don't do. So why did you reach out to us when you still have so much time before you finish your study at that time?
Actually, all this credit goes to you. When I spoke to you, I felt that energy, I felt that power that like if I join this program, something I can gain some positive things. I don't know like what will be the outcome. It might be 50-50, it might be 60-40, it might be 100. Like, but I was thinking like it's something different and I haven't seen this. Like I should give it a try so that I actually know like before I graduate, it like things can happen, like something bad, like something good, but I have to give it a try, like what it is, like like it is giving me a power like to go through. So that was all.
Okay, great. So because I'm mentioning that because not many people thinking in advance like you. A lot of people come to me when they even finish their 485, you know, then they go back to student visa. So they underestimate the power of starting early, which is I'm very glad that you did, because you started early and now you have a leverage, you have an advantage compared to your peers because you actually went out and get a good internship. Now, I guess you learned a lot from our program, but if there were three things, Rakib, that maybe you feel that, wow, I didn't know this before, or which is so powerful from our job coaching program that you want to share with our students, with our viewers, what would those three things be?
So first of all is cut out this fear that you can't land a job. Everyone can land a job if they have the skills. It's just how to present themselves. Like you're not a piece of paper. You have a profile and you have your skills. Try to show it up, try to market yourself so that the other person can actually see the skills through your face when you speak, so that they can feel that energy that this guy can do it. And this was the first. This is something like it comes from motivation. The second thing is like the systemic part is like the cold call. This is a very powerful thing. Like if I speak to someone before I have applied and I spoke to them, this gives them my details, my how I speak and what sort of skills I am presenting them, and why is the job is available or not, like are they looking for someone or not. Like this cold call actually gives me 70% of the information that will I go for this job or not. Like
wow.
And also like after if someone speaks them via phone or like walk-in, they gain this like a like or like love, like from the employer, from the employee, that suppose the recruiter or suppose the director get to know me, and if he likes me in my first impression, what he would give me is like he would throw me a challenge, and like if I can do this, he will give me that job, or if I can't do this, he won't give me that job. Then at that time it comes to keep that trust, like he is trying to show on me like, okay, if I'm trusting you, you show me this, I'll give you this job. Like this trust, then your profile, everything, like
no like trust. Yeah, no like trust. Okay, so you talk about the fear, you talk about cold call. So is there anything else you learned from our program other than overcoming your fear and how to use the phone to interact with the employees? Is there anything else you get from it?
Yes, there's a lot of things. Like if I say in file, like I can say it for the whole night. Like there is like resume writing technique, then cover letter writing technique, interview facing strategies, then how to make the cold calls in different situations, and also like templates based on like specific jobs, how to make those, how to look for that job, like how to like everything. Like there is a lot of things if I want to say.
There are many things, right? Of course. So, okay. So how about follow-up? Let's boil it. How about follow-up? Do you think if follow-upping with employees is important?
Follow-up is very important thing. Follow-up means like in the first meeting when recruiter speaks to you via phone, it means like he just got to know you, like not even your name. He didn't even heard your name. So when you follow up, you means he gives a heads up, like a message or like a call, like first day, second day, and third day. And you try to like play it in his mind that he knows me. And when I apply and I get to back to him and he knows me actually. So first known is done. Now is the like comes through that follow-up, how I am following up, like am I writing it informal, am I calling, how is my like how am I speaking, how am I like texting him, how am I mailing him. This comes like this builds the like, and then comes the trust. So follow-up is eventually taking you to these processes.
Yes, and I think you also have done that to get this current role. I believe you also have done a lot of follow-up too. Yeah.
Yes, I did.
We walk through that later. Now, so we talk about the fear. Now, I really want to go back to this part because as an international student, I guess you face a lot of fears at certain times, like, you know, maybe fear of rejection, sometimes fear people say no to you. But for you, what is the biggest fear that stand in the way of you getting your dream job? What is the biggest fear that you have?
The biggest fear before it was that as an international student, how would I land a job? But I have already cut that fear out. Like I am not in that zone anymore. So now for myself, the fear is like no more. Like it is like to now progress, like to see what comes, like whatever comes in, I'm ready to like take it on. Like there is always like a way out of that fear. Everything comes up, there is always a way out.
Which is really nice to hear, okay? Because I've seen people, they got destroyed by fears, you know, they got disabled by fears. So they are afraid of calling the employer because they're scared of employers say no to them. But I guess you also feel the same thing, but you actually you still do it. So what was the process there? What makes you still pushing on to call the employer, follow up with the employer, even though I know there are times when you feel fear, like you feel uncertain. So how can you do that when others like, I can't do that?
So this was the first job, like this job internship that I got. In the first call, he said me like, we already have this intern working here, and in this COVID, we are not taking that. But the day before that, I was taught by you that how to come with those like strong words, like strong
objections.
Objections. Yeah.
Objections. Yeah.
So yes, like I just said him like, what do you want me to do so that I can get this opportunity? So like you just say me something, like just give me a task. That was it. Like that's how I actually overcome that fear of like rejection or like objection they were saying, something like that.
Wow. So you overcome fear by taking actions. So you actually, by taking more actions, you actually suppress the fear rather than let the fear grow like a plant, right? Keep growing. You actually suppress it by doing things, by taking actions, by using what I teach you, pretty much.
Yes.
Fantastic. Now, Coco, we talk about that follow-up. We talk about, so now let's walk us through the process, how you land this first role, because it's exciting, because I think there's many reasons for that. Number one is you face a lot of challenges. So what do you think are some of the challenges that you have during this tough time that make things even harder for you to get a job? What are some of the challenges?
As an international student, like it is my 3.5 years down, and I made friends, and I have no friends who are actually working now. So firstly, I had to socialize with those type of people, like who is working, who has got internship, who has jobs, like the people who are actually in my field. So I had to find this up. Like this was, I was early taught by you, and the first day, like I have to make some good friends. So yep, like I had to socialize with those type of people, and then slowly after networking by like a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I got to know like guys like working in this company, that company, and then I tried then I started to filter out like which company am I looking for, like if it is a big company, what are the skills I can learn from there. And then I slowly filtered out like which person to actually target and which person, like which people to actually like sit with. And there I met like this one of my friend, like now very close friend. He is already working there. So that's how I got to know him. And then I asked him like if this company is offering any internship or not, like just look for it. Like then he gave me just the phone number. He didn't even look for me. I just got this phone number and just made a call. And I didn't like I didn't even say his name. By my script and everything, later on he asked me, like the recruiter asked me, like how did you know about this company and how did you know about me? Then I said like, okay, I know a guy working at a company, you can ask him about my like field, like how I am, and you can get to know me more better. But in the like very beginning, in the first 15 minutes, he didn't even know like my reference, only like I was like speaking to him.
Wow. And you use the cold script that we prep you up.
Yes.
Fantastic.
At that moment, I felt like I didn't even need like this guy's reference. Like I could like but still like this has like brought me to that person, and then I got his phone number. So everything actually like everything is important like in this.
I got you. So you actually, the very good thing you did was you networking with the professional people, and then you leveraging your power base, right? This is what we taught, is the power base concept. And they give you the contact, and then you use our cold script. You talk to the employer with confidence, because now you know exactly what to say. You're qualifying them. Did you qualifying them, right? I guess you did some qualifying questions. You identify their problems. You ask them all that, right? What were some of the qualifying questions that you asked him? I'm just curious. Like, what were some questions you asked, qualifying questions you asked?
So yes, like it was that what he is looking for, first thing. Then like if I am an international student, do I have an opportunity to work after my internship or not? I straight away asked him like that one, like if I have an opportunity. So he said like, yes, there is an opportunity. Like if you have like if you can work this much of like if you can do this stuff, like obviously like we are looking forward to some like good engineers. And like, yeah, that's how like I said him, yes, I can do that. Just give like he said to me like, do you use like some simulation softwares and even like the Solidworks, which I haven't been taught in my university. So he just said me like, can you do this? Then I said like, yes, I can do this. Give me like 5 days. I will I'll send you the certificate and everything. Like just give me like 5 days. And in the next 5 days, when I like not even 5 days, in those 5 days when I was looking for this course and everything, I saw that actually I know these things. Like it is just a different software. I know everything of that software. It's just like Android and iPhone. Like I know, if I know how to use a phone, I can use an iPhone as well. So it was like that. So there was nothing like to figure out, like, but he was like too much exaggerating on that like thing, like, oh, you need to know this simulation software. So like, okay, sir, just give me like 5 days. Let me get back to you. If I can't do it, I will straight away say that I can't do it. If I can do it, I'm saying that I can do it. Just give me like 5 days.
Wow. So you go for the magic question pretty much.
Yes.
Hey, this guy apply everything. I like that.
No, like,
like
yeah, it is. The script is with me on the table.
Oh my
I'm
Jesus.
still sitting with the script.
No, show
now.
me. You got it with you? Wow. Great student right there, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great student. He followed, he executed what we teach him. Fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
The legendary Coco script. Fantastic. Now, and then obviously, so when are you going to start this role? When are you going to start the internship?
I have already started last week. So
Okay.
I have worked already 1 day. And tomorrow they have, tomorrow actually the director has given me a meeting to speak to him after lunch. He has something to give me as a project. It is a new project they have received in this COVID. So he wants me to actually like help him out, like if I can. So I will, that's why I was like studying some like information so that I can like say him like what I have and what.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Very happy for you. Now, let's talk maybe the last 3 questions here. The first one is, obviously, like any other international student, you also have got a lot of misunderstanding about the whole job market in Australia. And I know we can go through the whole day to talk about this, but what will maybe some of the, maybe let's say top 3 major misunderstanding you got about applying for professional jobs in Australia that before you didn't know there's such a possibility? So what was some misunderstanding you got about looking for a good job?
So firstly, the misunderstanding that I had is like I have to look jobs through online, like LinkedIn, SICK, Indeed, which is totally not.
So
then another thing I got to know is that as an international student, you don't have to fear that you won't land up a job. If there is always a position in a company, or like not even in company, like there is always a position out there you can reach out where you can try to like show your skills. Even if you are not getting the job, like the senior job, you can land up in a junior job. So as an international student, you don't need to fear like that about working experience, because directors or recruiters, they actually don't worry much about these things. They worry like if you can work, you can like show him what you have. I think that's a start for you, and eventually you will, as a student, you will learn. Like there's a lot of things to learn.
So you talk about the first misunderstanding is about the SICK and LinkedIn and Indeed, that these are, you used to think that these are the only places where you can apply for jobs, but once you join our program, we show you completely a different horizon, right?
Yes.
Absolutely, which is the job you got, which is definitely not through SICK, so which is great. Now let's dive deep into that, because I feel people really need to understand this. Why do you think apply jobs on SICK and Indeed and LinkedIn are really, really difficult, and the chance of getting job on those platforms is very less? Why do you think it's so competitive on those platforms?
Because as I got to know that from you, that it works through ATS, like which is like a tracking system that links up everything, like words and everything of that ads. Then they try to filter it out. So if there is like 1,000, there won't be 1,000 applications. Even if there is like 250 applications, your chance of getting that interview call is like about like 3%.
Exactly.
So yeah, like rather than like relying on that ad, we have to go through other directions. So that SICK ad and everything, these are actually these are something like the company have to do. Like they don't have any options. Like they have to put on this ad, and somehow like they will filter it out through the ATS, and no one has the time to watch like 2 to 50 applications. No one gets paid for that. Like obviously, like people get like they have like really like 2-3 hours to recruit someone, because people are busy in their life. So relying on the ad is like not a good idea. Not a good idea.
Not a good idea at all. Exactly. And unfortunately, that is what international students have been doing. And unfortunately, that's why we have seen too many great students, even smart students, working in odd jobs. Maybe you might know yourself. You might know some friends. Maybe you're senior. They are very good students during school. They do well. They did well academically. But when it comes to landing a job, it's a completely different things. That's why I said IQ doesn't mean that you get a good job. It's just two different things. We have seen many examples. Great stuff. And then so that is the number one misunderstanding is 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗥.com. Now talking about the field itself, I've heard people talk a lot about how COVID-19 there's no jobs, but as far as I'm concerned, our students get jobs. I don't see anything wrong with that. But what do you think about that? Do you think that COVID-19 actually means there's no jobs around, or there are still many opportunities waiting to be explored?
Like it might have cut by like 30%. I feel so. Before, like if there's like 100% of jobs out in the market, now it's like 70%, because companies also going through losses, so they have to make it up. So they won't recruit much. But yeah, if 70% is in the search options, like why should we think like there is no jobs? There are obviously jobs in the market. Got you.
And in what industries? Let's say the one you're working now. What industry is that? The company you're working for?
It is basically like an automotive industry. They like get like orders from other companies, and they try to work it out between the engineers. And so it's not a big company. It's like a company of like 10 engineers in total. That's also big. So
that's a big company. What you mean? That's big enough. That's big enough.
It's a big company. I haven't seen, so I didn't even go to that company yet, so I haven't seen how it looks. I landed up the job. I have already started working. So the recruiter has asked me to get vaccinated, double vaccinated. After 11th of October, I will surely go there, and I will have more information how they actually work.
Fantastic. And now all you need now is just to do the right thing, keep working hard, impressing the employer. And I believe that if they see you an asset to them, they will keep you for sure. That is just a normal thing. Like if they like you, like I said, know, like, trust. Now they know you. I have a feeling they like you because they already give you this role. All you need to do now is gain their trust now. Like work hard, impress them. Every project they give to you, you can actually do that. Implement what they teach you. I wouldn't see any problem you to turn this internship into a full-fledged jobs. I wouldn't, think you have any problem. So probably the last questions here, Rakib, is a lot of our viewers, they're watching this and they might be thinking, yeah, but because this guy is, he's one in 100 people, he might be able to get that sort of job. Not everyone is able to get that. And what do you think? What do you say to those people? Do you think luck has a lot to do with this, or is actually also hard work and what you actually you implement my teaching as well? Or do you think luck has anything to do with this?
It's hard work and the movement. Luck will favor you if you do that hard work and movement. So yeah, hard work and movement will bring up luck. And there should be always a good way of approach, good way of like applications and everything. There is a way, and people need to learn the best way to how to do that. Then only the luck will help favor.
Exactly. If not, luck will not visit them. Luck will just go to someone like you. Luck will not visit though. Okay, now a lot of the people watching this, last question here, Rakib, is they are maybe sitting on the fence now. They're like, yeah, this Leo guy, I saw him have a lot of success story, but I'm not sure if should I do this program or not. So what would you say to those people who are thinking about joining our job coaching program? Do you think that's a great investment that they can do for themselves to get a good professional job?
It's actually it's a good investment. You get to know a lot of things. Like people have this boundaries that they don't push. So, and not even in mind, they see these boundaries which are being shown by the world. So yes, like you have to like go through the boundaries, limits, and yeah. So obviously, like this is one boundary which you're thinking that will I join this course or not. So yes, you have to push that boundary and join this course, and you will get to learn a lot of things that you haven't known before. I'm sure like no one will regret.
Oh, thank you so much, Rakib. I appreciate your advice. I mean, your feedback and your kind words today. And I look forward to seeing more of your success stories. And we're always here to support you. After your internship, we're always here supporting you. So you got someone there to go to. But for now, just focusing on the internship and do it well, and the rest will take care of itself. And also, please tell your friends about us, Rakib. That there is actually someone out there doing this. Have you seen a lot of the agencies doing what I'm doing, like helping migrants to find jobs? Have you seen any consultancies doing this sort of stuff?
I haven't seen not much like this. Like this is something new. Like people are doing something that is different, not this. Like doing things, but not this one. Like it is a different thing. Like this is actually a different level of thing. Like that's a different type of like yeah. So I haven't seen like this. So
okay, yeah, because that is the whole point of me doing this, Rakib. Because I want to do things that really benefit our students. And you've seen it firsthand. You in our group, you've seen how many of our students get jobs just like every day. We have some success story coming in. So that just shows the method works. And you are an example of, if someone implement on the strategies, do what I ask them to do, it's just a matter of time. And if they push hard, they can get it quicker. Thank you for joining us, Rakib. You take care, and I look forward to stay in touch with you and do it well.
Obviously.
And then we continue helping more people. So tell people about us, and I look forward to helping your friends as well, your Macquarie friends as well, if you have some friends there, to help them getting a good job.
How about one friend, like is he going good?
Which guy?
Prasanna, I guess.
Yeah, he's in the program. Yeah, he's making some progress. So I'll keep helping him out. Don't worry.
I say him like, man, just give up the jobs, like go home. Like whenever I see him, like, oh man, why are you wasting your time? Like go home, do what you are supposed to do. Like
you say that to him?
Yeah. Like he's busy, like I'm being absent in a couple of weeks. Like I'm trying to see, and they're like, man, like this is something else. Go home and watch that video. Try to get to know everyone there. So I think, yeah, I always keep in touch with him. I mean, are you going or not? Like
giving the encouragement, man. He needs some encouragement, he needs someone to push him. Like, and that's why I'm very proud of you, because you have that heart, the hunger. I can see the hunger, that fire, that you maintain that. Most people, the fire has gone, man. It's gone. And if you don't keep that fire, you equally dead. Like that's it. The game's over. The moment we lose fire, the moment we lose hope, what's the point of living? Like there's no living there.
There's no point of living.
There's no point of living. Like you might have COVID-19 vaccine. Yeah, maybe you still be physically living, but you die inside. Like and I've seen people making that mistake. So
I got to know this, like that if I am not working hard, but in the outside, if I go and see, people are working hard and they are a point like ahead of me. So I don't have to, like, I might miss catching up them. So they will get far, and I won't see, like, it will be hard for me to catch up again. So I have to be updated and always like focus on yourself. Like I'm like 24. I haven't learned much like in life yet. So there is a lot
24?
of.
Wait, you're 24?
Yes.
24 this year or 25 this year?
I will turn to 25 in next Jan.
Man, you're so young. What the hell? Oh my Jesus, you make me feel so old, man. Man, you're doing great for 24 years of age. You're doing fantastic, man. Keep it up. You do remind me of my 24-year-old self in many ways. So you keep it up. If you keep this progress, you know, surrounding yourself with great people, always seeking for advice, always seek to improve, man, you're gonna go so far. And don't hang out with average people. It's probably the best advice I give to you. Don't hang out with average people. Hang out with great people. You know, hang out with people who can lift you up, not pull you down. Unfortunately, most international students hang out with, you know, losers. They hang out with people like them who are pulling each other, like everybody pulling each other down rather than lifting people up. So if you keep doing that, man, I can see you go so far. Few years from now, we do another podcast. I'm sure you'll be like, Leo, I'm here now, man. You know, 2 years ago, you told me you do well. You will do well.
Thanks a lot, Leo, like encouraging me. I hope I do that.
No, you will. Stick around with us. We'll give you that right help and that right motivations. Okay, you take care. Have a lovely evening, man. Thank you. Bye bye.